Don Lemon Squeeze. You think you slick, huh? Now, we didn't seen this tactic before. We didn't seen big lead ups to interviews and whatnot, just so somebody can get some clicks and some views. And boy, did he do that. I'm pretty sure the interview is probably over 1 million views right now. If you don't know, and if you've been living under a rock, infamous Don Lemon, who twice fired now, twice X'd once by CNN and once by X. No matter how hard he wants to not admit it, he got canned. Basically, he doesn't have those deals with X anymore because of this interview. Now, a lot of people sat back. I even sat back and felt some type of sorrow for this guy in this interview. The way he presented it made it seem as if Elon was just, this interview was so explosive, and there were some explosive moments and whatnot, but it wasn't that jaw-dropping from the answers, particularly from Elon. It seemed like Don was digging and digging and digging, but there was nothing there. There was no there, like they like to say. And Don was persistent, and I can see why Elon Musk, no matter how unfairly, rapidly canceled his contract with X. He's like, hey, you ain't about to, I'm still the leading man of your publications and all your information that you're trying to get out there on my platform, leading platform. So you're not going to come here. You can interview me. Okay, that's fine. But you're not going to ask me about my ketamine use, personal subscriptions from doctors, and where I got that from. No normal human being, middle class or lower class, would give you that information otherwise. That's not your right to know. So there he crossed the line for sure.
You have a ketamine prescription.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Well, it's pretty private to ask somebody about a medical prescription, But I think it's something I'd say, like, there are times when I have sort of, I don't know, like a negative chemical state in my brain. Like depression, I get.
He did touch on some the discrimination at Tesla, and his posting, and his erratic posting, and what far right posting, and I've noticed it too. I ain't all the way in Elon's corner either. But if you're a free speech absolutist, like they like to call you, why do I have to pay on my Twitter account just for me to get lower and lower views on my post? Now, the normal person has to pay. So I guess freedom of speech isn't too free. It definitely isn't. Because on X platform, you have to pay in order for your stuff to even be seen. You're never going to get in the thousands and millions if you're not paying on X. If you're paying and then you continue to do that, and they're ultimately trying to have you pay for these social media networks, and I ain't trying to do it. I refuse to pay. Don, you blew the interview. Don blew the interview. You blew this chance. Controversial and at some times, but he is a great mind. He's advancing us forward for what we need to do as a human civilization. That's what he's doing. That's his job right now. Right now, I think it's catching some fire for Don. So I'm anxious to see who his next interview is going to be and see if that blows up, because you only need one.